Hello YouTube and welcome back. Now today we're doing something extra fucking special. Because all of you know that I am the world's biggest Twilight fan. I mean, just look at me, it's obvious, right? I can't get enough of it, just like, yeah. Team that guy, woo! Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to do the Twilight Tag, okay? If you've seen the other videos I've done where I answer these questions, you know what's coming. Which book in the series is your favourite? Well, I've got to say Twilight. I mean, any book that, you know, can take the theme of the soft glowing light from the sky when the sun is below the horizon caused by the reflection of the sun's rays from the atmosphere. Well, you know, it's a really abstract concept and I can't believe they managed to turn that into a whole story. And they even weaved, like, vampires and werewolves into it. Pretty fucking magical. Pretty fucking magical. Everything else since that was trash. I mean, every book. In fact, every book before it was trash. Like, Do Androids Dream of Electronic Sheep? Fucking trash. Fahrenheit 451? Trash. 1984? Fucking trash compared to Twilight. Come on, guys. How long did it take you to read the books? And the question is, are we ever really done reading the books? Twilight is life. Can you, once you've started on the path of Twilight, you're a student of Twilight for life. There is no, like, end to reading. There is only Twilight. Who introduced you to the books? Well, you see, I was born under a dictatorship on a strange little island, and in the year 1980 was a word that is now outlawed. It's one. We weren't allowed to use that because the only word one belonged to our one true dictator. One. Yeah, we're like a Hispanic dictatorship. Don't ask why I'm so white, because that's fucking racist. So yeah, he introduced the books to us. He had a time machine, okay, and he went forward in time, brought Twilight back, and it became our holy book. Like, praise be Saints Bella and Jacob, but not Edward. Lord Juan did not like Edward. Are you most looking forward to Breaking Dawn, Midnight Sun, or the movie? Yes. Number 5. What's your dream ending to the series? Well, good question. Right, so I'm going to lay it down. Here is my fucking ending. So, you know, Bella was pregnant with the baby and stuff, yeah? Yeah, and it was going to be a vampire and it was like fucking killing her and they had to turn it. Alright, now, the baby comes out and it's fucking green, okay? Okay. Yeah, and you, first of all, you're like, what the fuck? It's got little pointy ears and it looks a bit like a babby Shrek, but any keen fans will notice this is Thrall from Warcraft, and what it is that it's proven that Bella had cheated on Jacob with who the fuck has messaged me on Facebook while this quite important story? Teal, fuck off. I mean that in the most loving way because I'm telling this, but yes, Duratan. I had to look at the card over there to tell who it was. But yeah, it turns out she had cheated on him with Duratan and had given birth to little baby green Jesus. And this will lead into the Warcraft movies, you see. So therefore we can bring the Twilight fan base into the Warcraft movie. Because quite clearly, the Warcraft franchise is not as big as Twilight and it needs the help. So yeah, my dream ending is a new beginning. And you know what? Like the full circle of the moon. I think that's what the series is all about, right? Yeah. Who is your favourite vampire? My favourite vampire is Lord Dracula. I loved it in the final book where they went to face him and he was just like, "What is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? But enough talk. Have at you!" And then he smashed that fucking wine glass. I mean, that's a class move. Only a fucking Lord of the Vampires could smash a wine glass. No one else would do it because no one else could afford that many wine glasses. Like, he does the one after the end of every sentence. He's just like, "Hello! How are you? Did you bring my post?" Who's your favourite werewolf? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of werewolves. I mean, when I was a kid, I lived on a farm and one time I shot a werewolf. But by the time I got back to it, it turned back into my neighbour's dog. Oh fuck, that was an office quote. I can't get away with that, surely. How does he keep getting away with this shit? Question number 8. What's one of your favourite quotes from the stories? My favourite quote is when Edward gets up to address to the nation in his presidential speech And he says the most powerful fucking moving line that you will ever fucking hear. And he gets up there on that podium, thousands of people watching him, millions across the globe watching live. And he stares directly into the camera and says, "Anime was a mistake." God, it fucking moved me. I'm composed, guys. What was your favourite Bella Edward moment? You know when they were making the milkshake and Bella forgot to put the lid on the top and they were putting the more fruit in and it was just going everywhere? Ah, Twilight and their japes. What was your favourite Bella and Jacob moment? Which is, of course, question number 10. That's a really weird question because if I recall in the books, Bella and Jacob never actually met. Like, Jacob was living in the past. Like, literally, it's always really weird. People don't get this about Twilight, is that half of it's set in caveman times, the other one's set in modern times. And yeah, Bella's in the modern times, he's in the caveman. He's running around as this werewolf, but of course all werewolves have died out by the main part of the film. That's why it's always about vampires and shit. If they could have been about werewolves, wouldn't the whole thing have been about werewolves? But no, werewolves are dead. So, that's a fucking stupid question. Whoever wrote this quiz knows fuck all. Question number 10. Which book cover was your favourite? I tell you what, I don't have the books with me to hand, so I'll just draw which one I thought was my favourite. Alright? So, yeah, it looked a little something like this. That was my favourite cover to the book. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, quite clearly I haven't done it justice here, but there was just the moon and this whole, like, vampire werewolf bumming going on and breaking rectums. I just thought, you know, oh my god, it was beautiful. Who do you want to see Bella with the most, Edward or Jacob? Well, I mean, if she got a time machine, she could end up with Jacob. I don't really want to see her with Edward at all. What I'd really like to see is a real, like a crossover fanfiction, right? It could happen. It could happen. I mean, they had dimensional gates and stuff in the series. I would like to see Dr. Robotnik come through one of those things. And, you know, for Bella just to essentially suck on his mustache. Question number 13. Are you excited? Yes. Question number 14. What do you think of the casting for New Moon so far? I thought it was weird getting Nick Cage to... They recast, like, Edward as Nick Cage. I thought that was a bit strange. But I think it's going to work. And Bella being switched out for Will Smith. I mean, the sexual chemistry between them has definitely been there, like, in the past. So I can see that really, really working out. Question number 15. Are you going to see it? Yes. Question 16. In which book did you like Bella's character the best? No. Question number 17. In which book did you like Edward's character the best? I thought he was really good in 50 Shades of Grey. Like, it was, you know, he was a bit rapey and yeah, he was a massive rape lord, but like, fuck, it's alright. I think it was his best performance yet in any book ever. In which book did you like Jacob's character the best? Which is question number 18. Well, friends, I really liked him in the Bible when he was building that ladder. It was the best ladder I've ever fucking seen built by anyone in a book ever. Of course, I really didn't like how he was a werewolf in this book. I thought it was a bit strange to mix it up for the sequel. Like, because we all know that Twilight is the sequel to the Bible, right? Yeah? Okay. Question number 19. And the final question. If it were possible, who would you want to meet? You know the cleaner from the high school? Jorge. You know, I would love to fucking meet him. Because, fucking vampires have got to create a huge fucking mess, right? And everyone in the book was a vampire. It was like a massive spoiler. Sorry if you haven't read the books. The books start off and you think that everyone's human and that vampires don't exist. But, like, it turns out that everyone is a vampire apart from Jorge. And Jorge used to have to go around cleaning up after these little shits. And they used to just be spilling blood bags all over, like, the, you know, thing. It was a kind of a giveaway, actually, that they were vampires. They were just walking down the the hallways just sipping blood bags. I thought it was a bit weird when I first read the book, but I was like, let's go with it. It's New Mexico, I think. Is that where it's set? I forget. And yeah, especially when they revealed at the end that Jorge was actually God, and by proxy was also Stan Lee, which, you know, I can't wait to see Jorge's character brought into the Avengers franchise. I don't think that anyone's going to be able to beat him in Infinity Wars. It's just not going to happen. Jorge, it's my boy, Team Jorge. Alright, so that's been my Twilight Tags video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.